Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm back again. You're going to probably hear from me for quite a bit today. Just to recap, I have already done a video talking through the Wayfarer opposition to Isabella Farah's motion to seal her testimony about her acting skills in a film that we have seen. So I'm not quite sure what what she was trying to do there. That was quite amusing. It was a really good filing as well, so I enjoyed that. I've also covered, because Fritz is on a roll today, so I've also covered the opposition that he drafted to Stephanie Jones. She made a request to amend her complaint last month. Wayfarer have responded to that as well today, so I've done my video on that as well. I'm about to get into the text messages between Stephanie Jones, Jen Abel, and some of the Wayfarer parties and non-parties. So we've got Tara Hanks and Jamie Heath in this thread. Today, I've also got Popcorn Planet. They have filed their grounds for appeal. I like the filming. I think I've said that in every video because I really do like it, actually. Absolutely kudos to Andy and his team for that. And also today, I've got coming, if anyone's following for, because I'm covering the Macrons lawsuit against Candace Owens. Again, just to remind, I have no view or love for either the Macrons or Candace Owens. I'm completely neutral on everyone. But I am just following the lawsuit because it's such an interesting lawsuit, and I obviously want to see how it settles. Candace Owens filed a motion to dismiss. I already covered that. The Macrons filed an opposition to the motion to dismiss. I've covered that. And today we are due to get Owens's reply in regard to her motion to dismiss. So there's that. Also due today is Brian Friedman and his law firm are due to respond to, I don't know if you remember, that he's being sued by the widow and the estate of Travis Flores. Friedman previously represented Travis Flores against Wayfarer and Justin Baldoni in a copyright infringement claim that in the end Flores himself dismissed it and accepted that Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer did not plagiarize his work. Someone else did, but that person was nothing to do with Wayfarer or Justin Baldoni. So, but the estate of Travis Flores has filed a lawsuit against Friedman and his firm. So that complaint, I've already done a video on that complaint as well previously. Today, the response to the complaint is due. So if I get to it today, my time, that'd be great. But it more likely be tomorrow now because of the time difference. Okay. So let's look at these text messages. Okay, so Stephanie Jones is starting here with a screenshot from someone from the Daily Mail who's basically saying, people are talking about how Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni didn't pose together or do any press together. And they're reaching out for comment. For context, this thread of text was the same day or the day before. It was in close proximity to the phone call that Jamie Heath had with Stephanie Jones, where he recorded her. Now she's trying to amend her complaint to bring him in as a defendant with a claim for the Illinois wiretapping Act. So this is the thread for that. So we have Stephanie Jones forwarding a screenshot of, it looks like an email or a text she's had from Daily Mail asking for comment. Stephanie Jones, Jen, just tried you. Please give me a ring. Thanks. Lillian has been nice and fixed things for us in the past. I can give her that this is a nothing burger. Then, although it doesn't have a name, we do know that this is Jen Abel. So Jen says, hi, we are going through security and checking luggage. So clearly at an airport. Melissa and her team are into this one already. Stephanie Jones liked the hi, we're going through security and checking luggage. Didn't like that Melissa Nathan was already on it. Stephanie Jones, all good, I'll call. And then Jamie interjects and says, hold on, guys, please. No one call Daily Mail right now. Melissa is in the middle of it. I want to be sure we're all aligned. And Stephanie then says, oh, sent email that I left word and playing phone tag with her. It was my understanding Melissa was strategy, not dealing with media comms. Jamie, I just want to add to that, right? Stephanie Jones, the whole way through, has been saying that she was not involved. Tag were brought in and she was cut out of everything. But she quite clearly is aware, at least, that Melissa Nathan is what's going on and what she's meant to be doing. Jamie Heath, hold on, everyone. I'm very confused. Why would anyone call anyone without consulting with everyone first? This is not good. No one has to do anything at all without my knowledge first. This could really blow things up. Stephanie Jones, I acknowledged receipt to Lillian and said I'd contact her like we always do, which is part of our job. No one should be contacting media except Jones Works, as we are agency of record. Unsure how Melissa is in the middle of it, as we are not privy to those discussions with Melissa, although we should be. Jamie, I'm hearing from Sony that, quote, someone named Stephanie Jones has responded out to Daily Mail saying that Blake is to blame and now this has escalated it all. We were purposely not responding to anything as to not fuel. This has fueled it. Everyone stand down unless I am aware of any moves. I don't care. I don't care who is supposed to do what. I'm most interested in that. I'm interested only in any strategy being run by me. I need all to understand that. Stephanie Jones. I did not even speak to Daily Mail, so I know this isn't true. Please tell me who at Sony said this, as I don't believe it for 1 minute. Who at Sony? God, she's already starting to sound unhinged. So in 2 minutes, she's already sent 3 messages. Who at Sony? And we all know I would never ever say Blake is to blame. I'll contact Sony Comms now, as I know this isn't true. Jamie, do not contact. There's a lot of spelling mistakes. Do not contact anyone at all right now. And then he follows up with contact. I'm sorry for being direct, but I need to be direct. I don't want any messaging with anyone right now, so I'm officially needing that to be understood. Stephanie, to clarify again, I have not spoken to the Daily Mail. The above isn't true. I also don't believe Danny or Kim at Sony are saying that above. Quote also has spaces as if it was just being drafted. I am not contacting press, but is concerning if Danny or Kim are saying I have escalated this as I haven't even touched this. I'm going to contact them. And then she edited to say, I am not contacting press, but it is concerning if Danny or Kim are saying I have escalated this as I haven't even touched this. I'm going to contact them. Jamie. Stephanie, as your client and the one who pays for the services, I am stating to not contact anyone regarding Wayfarer or Sony at this time. If you do after this text, it will be a major problem. This needs to be respected now. Steph, Jamie, I have not spoken to the Daily Mail. I have not spoken to Danny or Kim at Sony. The above is a significant accusation, and I find it hard to believe. My main goal is and always has been to protect Justin. I was not aware Melissa was in the middle of it, as I was told she was only helping with scenario planning. The email came to us and I promptly forwarded to you, Tara, and the team. And then she's edited. Jamie, I have not spoken to Daily Mail. I have not spoken to Danny or Kim at Sony. The above is a significant accusation and I find it hard to believe. My main goal is and always has been to protect Justin. I was not aware that Melissa was in the middle of it, as I was told she was only helping with scenario planning. The Daily Mail email come to us and I promptly forwarded to you, Tara, and team within minutes of receiving. Please give me a call when you land so we can discuss and align on plan. Thank you. And then she edited again, but it looks like, I don't know. It looks like the same thing, so I'm not going to read it again. Steph, we received another inquiry. Please call when you land. Josh Greenstein has just contacted me. Jamie, Josh has asked to speak with you, and I told him it was okay to call you. So while our position is the same regarding communications, this particular call with Josh, as it pertains to Wayfarer and Justin, you should take. So she's just been asked to not interfere with anything that is specifically about Blake Lively, because Melissa Nathan is dealing with that, which seems fair. But the Josh Greenstein looks like he's called, and Jamie is saying, well, this is just about Wayfarer and Justin, so you should be fine to deal with that. Steph, I am more than happy to speak to Josh. People magazine reached out, but we have not responded. Let's get aligned on plan when you land. Jamie, where and when did that come in? And let's not respond at all, not even an acknowledgement of receipt. Steph, did not respond. 5:30 my time, but was at dinner, so saw and text you above at 6:41 p.m. Is Melissa contacting Daily Mail or no? And then she sends a headline from the Daily Mail. Stephanie, we're still on Stephanie here. Looks like this hit 3 hours ago, which is what likely prompted People Mag to inquire with us. Nothing is from an insider, and all the quotes are attributed to the specific social media posts. Our team sent Jen Abel this morning at 11 minutes past 8 Eastern time. Chiming in here, so this is Jen Abel. As the team knows, this has been changing minute by the minute. What went from just monitoring and scenario planning as of yesterday escalated to Melissa and me having to have an off-the-record conversation with outlets such as the Today Show, since he was live today and they were planning on asking about the fan theories. New York Post has been digging since last week, since Justin hasn't been in any of the promo leading up to the junket, but via Melissa's relationship, they have been kept at bay with the assurance that we, along with Blake's team, were not responding to any media. Unfortunately, Daily Mail has communicated to Sony that someone from Justin's camp has contacted them and provided comment, which has caused heat now with Blake's team. Steph, for full transparency, it was communicated to Sony by Daily Mail and also by Blake's team that it was you who called them and gave them info, as Sony called us and told us this. The plan for now is to keep compiling the incoming requests, which we are sharing as an FYI to Melissa's team, who are monitoring this for us while we continue to junk it and have the screening tonight. And I have a call set later with Blake's team to smooth things over and ensure that her side isn't feeding anything else, and they know we aren't either. We have been given the assurance that they also want this to die. Let's please share the inquiries from People Mag, as I don't have that one here with the team, and we'll send to Melissa too. This is an all hands on deck scenario. Steph, who is still very much wrapped up in what she's allegedly being accused of. I didn't communicate with Daily Mail or anyone else for that matter. Daily Mail did not tell Sony I called them, 1, because I didn't, and 2, because a media outlet would never cite someone like that to another party. That's not how it works. Josh is aware of what's going on. Leslie Sloan may wrongly assume this is coming from Justin's side, but the Daily Mail story is solely about the 3 social media posts that Henry sent you this morning at 11 minutes past 8 Eastern time. I wasn't aware he had sent you those until Daily Mail inquired hours later. Let's align on comms plan, as I need to be in loop on media communications and plan. Please ensure I'm on those texts and emails. Thanks. Jen, just communicating what we were told by Sony, and yes, we've been in lockstep with the social team to flag in real time. The plan for now is just forward all requests here and not respond. Steph, Leslie never communicated that to Sony, nor did Daily Mail. Who at Sony told you this, Jen? What time is the call with Leslie, as I would like to join, or I can shoot her a text now to coordinate a call to ensure she is good and knows this isn't us. Jen, Danny, who was then communicating with Josh and Gloria. Josh then texts me, accusing me of being the one who called the Daily Mail as we were boarding. I straightened it out, so there's no action needed. Jamie and the team are aware of it all. Let's not do anything further, as when we land, we need to go straight into press and screening, meet and greet, etc. Jamie, chiming in for myself. For clarity, I would like no one on our end to contact anyone until we have all talked. Thank you. Steph, so Josh accused you first, which means my name wasn't given. Jen, no, Danny called me, then Josh texted me. Steph, yes, and you noted that Josh accused you of talking to Daily Mail, which means my name wasn't given. Jen, it was given when Danny called me. Steph, I think it's odd, as soon as our social team monitored and sent 3 TikToks, that Daily Mail suddenly covered quotes from all 3 within the hour. Steph, no, Jen, Danny at Sony did not tell you that Daily Mail gave my name, nor did Josh. Josh assumed it was you per your text above. Still, Steph. Jen is speaking with Danny and Leslie's team. My name is being cited. I do need to call Danny as well. Jen, what time is the call with Leslie? Or should I contact her to schedule all of us getting on the phone? Jen, per Jamie, I am not contacting Leslie, and we are to stand down until we get through the events we have with Justin tonight. Jamie, I'm confused right now. No one is to call Leslie. I don't know how to be any clearer. Why are my words not understood? I want us internally to speak first before anyone represents Wayfarer or Justin. Someone needs to tell me that they hear me. Jen, yes, copy, we're aligned. Tara, I hear you and we're aligned. Steph, copy, aligned. Per Jen's above text, she proactively reached out to Leslie and team to smooth things over, so I assumed you approved that. Jen, please email Leslie's team to cancel the call you supposedly had. Also, please note that New York Post sent no inquiries to you or our team last week or this week. Read Justin. Still, Steph. Gillian at People Magazine following up again. I have a relationship with her, so I think I should reply. I'm on vacation in London with my entire family, but she can contact Jen. Aligned. So she's literally ignoring their instructions and then saying, I'm going to do this, even though you've asked me not to do anything, but we're aligned, yeah? Jamie, Steph, please don't respond in any fashion. Even that you're out on vacation and then direct to Jen, that is still a response of sorts. The position for now is to stay dark until further notice. Although you have a relationship with Gillian, as it pertains to this situation, there should be no response or acknowledgement of the email itself. Thank you. I mean, I don't understand why she's struggling with this. Steph, cool, no problem. And then she liked his message. Steph, I'll ignore. Keeps going. Steph adds an attachment. Steph sends another screenshot with can you please contact us? Who is this? David Niederhofer, Hollywood Reporter. Okay. Seeking another comment. And then she forwards another one as well. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Oh, that was exhausting to read. No, she just was not listening. The instructions were incredibly clear. Don't respond. Don't even acknowledge. Nothing. So why Stephanie Jones was still like, yeah, I'm just going to acknowledge and tell them to speak to someone else. Like, no, you're being told not to do anything. Because for Wayfarer, it may not seem like a big deal, right? But for Wayfarer, the stakes are very high. By this point, this is the day of the premiere almost. And yeah, I think this is the day before the premiere, possibly. So they've already had to deal with Blake Lively directly and with various multiple other representatives like WME, like her various, agents, etc., and talent managers and her lawyers. And Wayfarer are probably just kind of really over this. This is like the very end line. They have probably negotiated, the whole basement thing with the premiere by this point as well. So by Stephanie Jones doing something, especially at this critical moment, could blow all that up, could make Blake Lively say, actually, no, you can't come to the premiere. And if you do, I'm going to, put out a statement, have Colleen Hoover put out a statement. I'm going to go public with my accusations. I'm going to refuse to, attend the premiere myself, and so on and so forth, and just cause them a massive amount of headache. And you can understand why Jamie's like, just say nothing, do nothing, because, at least until they got this premiere out the way. And it's literally the eve of the premiere, and Stephanie Jones is just chomping at the bit to go and speak to someone, even though she's not in the same country, and even though she's had very little to do with Wayfarer or Baldoni's account with JonesWorks to this point. So I can understand their frustration. It would have been devastating for Wayfarer economically and commercially if Stephanie Jones had caused, all hell to break loose with Blake Lively and her team at this point. So I actually can understand why they felt it was, her interference was egregious enough to have cut their business relationship tie. The whole point of PR is to represent your client and in a favorable light, to kind of bring out their best side. And if Stephanie Jones she just seems so wrapped up in herself and how she looks. Who's mentioned my name? Who's mentioned my name? I need to go and talk to him. I need to correct this. That's all we get all the way through. And it's not about like, I just need to protect my client. So I can understand why Wayfarer cut ties. In stark contrast to Jen Abel, who had a call arranged with Leslie Sloan. Jamie said, look, please don't say anything. Don't do anything. Just, we're going dark. Jen Abel, that's it. Okay, no, fine. And the call did not, by the sounds of it, go ahead with Leslie Sloan. And that's what you want in a PR representative.